Like many things in life, the custom of making tea had its own evolution process. We went from putting a kettle on the fire to a tea bag to the era where we're in right now, which is the era of a tea machine. We've been using a tea machine for almost 10 years now, and we're still loving it. We started with the model that I'm showing right now, which is called the my.t, also pronounced, of course, as my tea machine, goes today still for 139 euros. One would think by now, and like I said, we've been using this machine, we've had this machine a couple of years ago. One would think by now the price would have went down to, I don't know, around 50 or 60 euros. But no, it's still up there. It's still 139, which means that it's still much appreciated by customers, that it's still good concept, a winning concept. Probably have seen us doing a little review of this machine, the special tea machine. You know, it's just like you have coffee machine, you also have the tea machine, and it's a great way to get a very fresh, nice cup of tea that you can enjoy when you need it the most. And just like the Nespresso machine in this case, because that's what we have, uses, of course, these cups. This tea machine also uses teacups that look like this. And we're very thankful for that. But as of today, we will be saying goodbye to this machine because this beautiful box just arrived. And what this beautiful box contains is the upgrade. Fast forward to present day. There it is, the Master Tea. We've been using it now for a couple of months and we love this machine. So it's definitely, a progress like you would expect and hope for whenever there is a new model for whatever. For example, the lights that you see here that indicate whether you want 1 cup or 2 cups, a little cup or a big cup, they all work with little lights. The indication for how strong your tea should be, and of course, this feature of making your own tea latte. So all good features, but I'm not going to discuss that with you guys because we did that when we unboxed this machine. I'm going to put the link in the description. So it's a great machine. Plus the water tank is bigger. You can move it around just so that it will fit between other things, whatever you place this and all that. So good machine all around. Still loving it. But we're making this video not for nothing. So there is something wrong with this, and it's even a tiny bit. It shouldn't affect your judgment about this machine. But it's still worth mentioning because we stumbled upon this, we had this issue. Of course, first thing you do is go back to the manual, but the manual doesn't say anything about it. Then go on the internet doesn't say anything about it. Not a website, not a video, nothing. So we had to come up with our own solution, and it took a while. That's why we decided to share this with you guys. Of course, as you can see, as I'm showing you right now on the background, we love many different kind of flavors of tea, and we try them all, we get them all, as you can see. But we discovered that there is one kind of tea, which is this one that I'm showing right now, after meal infusion. This kind of tea, these teacups, because they contain fennel, is that how you call it? I think it's called fennel in English. Because they contain whole fennel seeds, this machine tends to have problems with, preparing for you the cup of tea that you hope for. What it does is, the concept of this is that once you put a cup in here, the hot water comes into the teacup, and it start moving whatever is in the teacup, start moving it around, to give it a chance for the flavor to come out. So everything is going to be twisting and turning inside this teacup once the water is added. So this got punctured, this opening on the back gets punctured by a needle that you see here, right here on the back. Once you put it right here in this position, then the hot water comes in there, and then, like I said, it's being stirred and shaked, more or less. Normally you wouldn't have a trouble if you have a normal teas that consist consist of dry leaves, tea leaves. But once you go for something like in this example that I'm giving you, the after meal infusion, which has whole fennel seeds in there, that becomes a different story. Because we're dealing with whole seeds, which are relatively harder than dry leaves, even when you soak them, they stay a little longer, tougher than the leaves. What happens is that they start to block the exit where the water should go through to end up eventually in your cup, which is somewhere over here where this square is. And I can't show you right now. Maybe I can. I hope we have a used teacup in there. Oh, we do. What do you know? So yeah, see? So this is where the water comes in, gets punctured, and then there is another needle in the front that makes an opening here for the water to come out so that it will end up in your cup. The problem starts when the water is trying to go through this opening to come out. What happens is those whole fennel seeds start to move around and they start to block this exit. Yeah.
See, there's something in there. Yeah, but now it first has to run the cycle. So that's doing it now. And I think it's blocked again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is that the water is blocked, is jammed. It gets jammed and nothing happens. Even the countdown that you normally see doesn't start. What you also see is that this light goes immediately to white. The ideal situation, that you want to have is see countdown, at least the start of it, because it starts to count down once you put the start. But you have to see this lighting up. That's the timer, the countdown. And then you have to see this lighting green. But when you add an after meal, in this case, the after meal infusion cup in there, it goes straight to the white light. And the countdown timer starts to act weird. It either freezes or nothing happens, so you know right away that there is something wrong. So enough about that. Now that you know what's wrong, what causes it, well, it is these kind of cups with seeds. So try, if you do not want to have the trouble, try not to buy any teacups with whole seeds in it. Just stick with the dry leaves. But like I said, we love having an after meal cup of tea. Literally, after we've had our supper, we love to have specifically a cup of tea of this sort. I don't know, it just relaxes your stomach and it feels nice. It feels almost like a dessert. Yeah, but then it comes with the fuss. So what we do is, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but this is at least something that you can try. So to increase the chance of making your tea without any problems, just put your teacup in there and then close it. That way the machine makes the two holes. I'm sorry, we have two cats, one is bugging the other. That way the machine will make the two holes that it need to be made in the teacup. Get it out, put it in there again, because that's where it goes wrong. Sometimes the tea leaves block the entrance, see? And then shake it a little bit. Shake it not too much. Just put your finger on this and then shake it a little bit. And then put it back in there, like this. Turn it on, and you see, it's green, no problem. That indicates that now you can go ahead and make your tea. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, that was it, you guys. We hope we helped you with this. And then just hit start and let the water go. Well, if you don't see the timer counting down and if the light is still on white, you know that you have a trouble. And you'll see that the water stream will be thin and to the point where it jams and the water will start will stop. I'm sorry. The water will stop dripping into your cup, because that's not what we want. You do not want water to drip. You want like a nice thick ray of water coming down, if you will. So what you can do when that happens, when the process of making tea already started and it starts to jam and give you troubles, stop it, take the teacup out, and immediately put your finger on this opening. Otherwise, the fennel seeds will start to fly around. Put your finger on this opening and then again give it a good shake. And you'll notice some water coming out from the exit and all that, but that's okay. But just do that a couple of times. And eventually, after 1, 2, sometimes 3 times, eventually, and whatever you do, you give it a good shake, put it in there again, and then, do the process all over again. So do not throw your cup of tea. Just keep repeating this process, taking it up, put your hand here, and then give it a shake, and then put it back in again, and all that. Well, you get the idea. Do that 1, 2, or 3 times, and eventually it will work. And that's the only thing, the only solution that we've found so far that actually works. Again, if you do not wish to go through this fuss, just don't get any teacups with whole seeds in them, because that's what causes this trouble. But for us, this little trouble is worth it, because we enjoy this tea so much. Other than that, everything works. We never have any troubles with any other kind of teacups. It works perfect like a charm. The timer works. This goes right to green and all that. So there's nothing wrong with this machine. And it's really, really worth buying. You won't regret it. Except, again, with this little issue. But again, it's so tiny and that it shouldn't affect your judgment, because there are alternatives. The alternative is that you choose other kind of flavors. And trust me, they have so many flavors on their website that shouldn't be a problem. So again, on the whole, yes, this is annoying, but on the whole, this machine is still worth your money and still worth buying. We love it. So there it is, guys. We hope this is something that will help you. If it does, please let us know. That encourages us to make more of these kind of videos where we share with you our invented solutions. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that. And we wish you guys a happy day. If you're wondering why this is because this was filmed in the season of the holidays. I don't know when you're watching this, but that's what explains this. All right. See you guys soon in a different video. From me, Mike, Miko, and Luna, a big hug from Amsterdam. And see you soon. Have a happy holidays season.